E aí galera, beleza? Aqui fala com vocês The Faust, trazendo mais um vídeo de Alan Wake 2 aqui pra vocês, né? Parte 2. E vamos lá, agora estamos aqui na cidade, né? Brett Falls. Cara, incrível como... Cara, é tipo... É nostálgico ver a cidade, sabe? Tipo, com o gráfico melhorado ainda e tal. Tipo, eu lembro de tudinho, velho. Um mapa. Brett Falls.
Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Sheriff Breaker.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie.
Lanchonete.
Don't take your mind off things.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Depois acharam o quê, hein?
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
We found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They they were telling the truth.
Tá.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Caraca.
Even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Cara, essa parte foi interessante, ó. E a Rose é a mesma do Alan Wake 1, né? Quando a gente chegou, o Alan chegou aqui, ela... Alan, você é um escritor famoso, eu sou sua fã e tal. E... Pois é, né? Aí... agora ela fez isso com a Saga, né?
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Tá, aceita da árvore.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Eita, bugou, peraí. Tá. Símbolos da seita. Caixas da seita. Ah, tá, que foi.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Opa, peraí. Tá. Pois é, isso aqui foi... Aqui é onde o Alan foi pro banheiro, né?
I need something to force this open.
Eu sei que não ia dar, mas você sabe, ó. Aqui foi quando o Alan veio no banheiro e viu aquela velha. Que tem até uma DLC. Aqui. Cara, muito da hora.
It doesn't budge.
Muito da hora, muito da hora. O Jackbox, que tinha até um troféu aqui. Da música. Coconut. É esse mesmo. É da hora.
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Beleza, vamos lá.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Necrotério.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Murder cult.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Isso aqui é aquele parquezinho.
Why'd you go and do that?
Ai, desculpa, senhora.
Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little
Desculpa,
things.
desculpa.
The passage of time is deceiving.
Oxi.
And they end in the end.
E gêmeos.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Você não imagina como foi difícil encontrar essas no Chile, ainda bem que existe internet. Tá, bora lá. Parquinho aqui. Ah, por que eu fechei? Deixar aberto mesmo.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Toda vez falar isso.
Who else to keep this city clean if not I?
Morning, Sheriff.
Who else to protect
Looks
its
like you have
citizens
some
from
guests.
the dangers of
Ah,
unsanitary conditions?
morning, Ted.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Ted.
real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
É. Pô, será que a gente vai encontrar aquele amigo do Alan, que esqueci o nome?
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Pô, aquele amigo do Alan, esqueci o nome.
Sheriff Station. Anything you need?
Caraca,
Let
delegacia.
us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Tem algo por aqui? Não, aqui é onde ele... Opa! Mapa da delegacia.
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir,
Opa!
some patience, please.
Ó! Consegui coisa de equipamento aqui. Banheiro aqui, né? Que é igualzinho. Mano, eles recriaram... Obviamente, né? Que tinha que fazer que nem no primeiro jogo, que é a mesma coisa. É só aqui que tá um pouquinho diferente. Que eles mudaram. Eles mudaram aqui. Que era só um corredor estreito. Aqui eles aumentaram.
I can't force it open.
Nossa, mas tá muito top. Top, 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 top. É aqui. Ai, caraca. Nossa, foi automático. Ela veio aqui, ó.
I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. I've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited
Ô,
edition
louco.
Oh Dear Diner Coffee Thermal.
Essas garrafas eram colecionáveis do primeiro jogo. Adventure Tours. Ah, tá.
Oh dear.
Cara, mas pois é, era colecionável do primeiro jogo. troféu também pra platina. Caraca. Bom, aqui acho que é isso, né? Vamos
So
lá.
we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Essa parte aqui é nova, a gente não tinha explorado ainda no Alan Wake 1.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Opa, que já tá meio estranho, né? Que já tá... Opa, que isso? Tá, eu peguei alguma coisa que eu nem sei o que é. Ai, ai. Olha, um monte de gente aqui.
It won't open.
Não abre. Achei que era só nós três, mas tem mais gente aqui.
Let's take a look at our patient.
Examinar.
Let's start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Kit médico. Mano, o inventário tá igualzinho do Resident Evil. Bem inspirado, né, na verdade. Igual não, tá inspirado. Peguei um kit e tal.
What was the cause of death? What other clues? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Tá. Eu vou juntar com as pistas aqui, cadê? É aonde? Não, mas eu boto aqui mesmo? É, né?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Antes, deixa eu só colocar aqui as coisas de lancheira. Tá. Agora. Assassinato. Causa da morte. Ah, tá.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
É. Acho que ele é o peito dele então, né? Que isso, mano.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Matando.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Os caras já vai sumir já. Falei, mano, tá igual o primeiro jogo, os acontecimentos. Eita! Caraca, menor, mano.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Oi, agora, cara. Todo mundo morreu, é isso mesmo?
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Refúgio mostra parte da sua saúde. Se você vai atacar.
Go!
Ah!
Vanished.
Fim do capítulo. É. Que isso? Ah, uma musiquinha de fim de capítulo, né? Será que a cada final de capítulo vai mudar a musiquinha? Oh, mas esse capítulo foi top, hein? Pô, da hora a musiquinha, ó. Pô, mas será que tem direito a adorar, hein? Beleza. Troféu, tem gente em
He
casa.
didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Ele só desaparece.
Disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Tá.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Ler páginas manuscritas. Tá. Então só a gente ficou vivo aqui, né?
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. I can't get through this.
Ué, e agora? Ah, eu tenho que mexer no quadro, né? Casos. Aceito da árvore. Parte escrita.
Nah.
É, então é aqui mesmo. Qual o objetivo mesmo, triângulo? Descubra pra onde eu falei com o Case, tá?
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Tá. Não se encaixa, não? Aqui, quem está envolvido, não? É. Descubra pra onde Nightingale foi. Pô, ele desapareceu do nada, né? Então. Dá pra sair já? Não.
It won't open.
Tá. Eu acho que eu tenho que analisar, né?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved.
Isso. Essa é a musiquinha que tava tocando? É. Da hora, dá pra ouvir depois. Nossa, são 14 musiquinhas, né? Então são 14 capítulos. Da hora, dá pra ouvir a musiquinha depois. Então, vou lá toda vez que eu ouço depois. Que bom isso, eu curti. Agora eu só não entendi o que eu tenho que fazer aqui. Né, tipo, no lugar mental. Eu não sei o que eu tenho que fazer aqui. Tem mais alguma coisa? Aí, eu tenho uma explicação como estou fazendo isso. Que diabo está acontecendo aqui?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out.
Tá, mas e agora? Descubra pra onde Nightingale foi. É. Acho que agora eu tô oficialmente perdido aqui. Eu acho que eu tenho que... Ah, deixa eu ver aqui, cadê? Aqui, perfil. Não. página. Acho que é aqui mesmo, no quadro de casos. Deixa eu ver. Hum. Ele teria voltado pra Cauldron Lake, né? Que é onde tava os bichão. Mano, tem alguma coisa aqui, calma aí, que tá mostrando essa imagem dele.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to
Tá
get you
aqui.
involved, forcing...
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Tá. Pra onde Nightingale foi? Saga estava de volta em Cauldron Lake. Ela volta pra lá mesmo. Eu acertei. Tem mais coisa aqui? Não, né? É isso. Bom, então volta pra Cauldron Lake.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
É isso, vamos lá então.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Bom, eu sei que, tipo, óbvio, eles são do FBI. Ó, pois é, já ia falar isso.
Nightingale's heart was missing.
Pois é, já ia falar isso, cara. Tipo, eles nem suspeitaram e tal. Deles dois, mesmo que, beleza, são agentes da FBI e tal, mas...
Crazy talk. Monsters aren't real and...
Olha aí.
What do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
Magic's not real. Right. Mulligan? No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
Então... Mas aí a gente volta pra lá, né?
They're a fine pair.
Então é só vazar. Munição parece de 12 essa. Eu nem tinha visto isso no início. Não, fecha não, abre.
My client has been held here long enough.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been rung yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
É só mesmo. E aí, voltar pro carro, né? Eu vou indo lá então. Mas, pô. O carro pode ser usado pra... Ah, sim, sim.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Verdade, né? O coração. Capítulo 2.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
É. Bom, vamos lá, né? Então, eu vou ficando por aqui, galera. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se curtiram, se inscreva no canal, deem like, compartilhem, comentem pra cá moralzinha. E é isso. Valeu, falou e até a próxima live. O vídeo. Fui.